In the quiet coastal village of Windermere, where waves crashed against jagged rocks, stood an old lighthouse. For over 100 years, it had guided ships safely through the mist. Its keeper, Mr. Elias Crow, was a silent man with silver hair, weathered skin, and eyes that had seen far too many storms. No one in Windermere knew much about Elias. He rarely came into town, and when he did, he spoke little. Children whispered that the lighthouse was haunted. Adults thought Elias was lonely. But Elias had a secret, one he'd kept hidden for over 30 years. One cold autumn evening, 14-year-old Nora Bennett wandered near the cliffs with her sketchbook. She loved drawing the sea, how it changed every day, how its colors shifted with the sky. Her favorite subject was the lighthouse. As she sat drawing, a sudden gust of wind ripped her sketchbook from her hands. It flew straight toward the lighthouse. The sketchbook landed just outside the lighthouse fence. To her surprise, the gate was unlocked. Nora pushed it open and stepped in. Before she could grab the book, the lighthouse door creaked open. "You lost something," said a gravelly voice. Elias stood in the doorway, holding her sketchbook. Nora froze. "You like to draw," Elias said. "Come in. Just for a moment. The wind is strong." Hesitant, Nora stepped inside. The inside of the lighthouse was warm, filled with books, maps, and old photographs. There was a soft ticking of a grandfather clock, and the air smelled of salt and wood polish. Elias handed her the sketchbook. "You're good," he said quietly. Nora blinked. "Thanks. Most people don't say that." "Most people don't see the sea the way you do," Elias said. Over the next weeks, Nora began visiting Elias regularly. They talked about art, the sea, storms, and ships. He let her climb to the lighthouse's top, but there was one room he never let her enter: the basement. One night, a powerful storm rolled in, cutting the village's power. Nora noticed the lighthouse light was off. She grabbed her raincoat and slipped out, reaching the lighthouse amidst lightning revealing dark cliffs. Inside, everything shook from the storm. She descended the spiral stairs to see the basement. Inside was like a museum, maps of shipwrecks and strange artifacts. A journal lay open. June 3rd, 1994. The shipwreck was my fault. 23 souls lost. One girl survived. Her name was Lila. Nora's heart pounded. She heard footsteps behind her. Elias stood in the doorway, soaked from rain. "I read the journal," she added quietly. Elias closed his eyes. "I've lived with that mistake every day." "You saved someone," Nora said. "Lila. She lived." Elias opened his eyes. "Yes. I raised her as my own. She left Windermere at 18. She deserves to know," Elias said. A week later, Nora returned to the lighthouse with a drawing of Elias. He handed her a slip of paper, a letter with Lila's name and address. "Send it," he said. "She deserves to know." And so, the truth traveled across the sea, guiding a soul home through time, grief, and forgiveness.